All right, welcome back to the Hotel Hartness, the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And I'm sitting here with A.J. Green from Summerville, South Carolina. And A.J., we're going to talk a little bit about everything, but I got to know how you came out of the Greenway program in 2008 under the great coach John McKissick and ended up in enemy territory in Athens, Georgia, where you had a great career in the SEC. But how difficult was it to leave the state back then?
Oh, crazy because I have no clue. I have no clue. It's just like Coach Rick just came and put his powers on me. But I just fell in love with it. I went up there for a visit, and Coach Rick always preached, not just a football player.
Thank you.
He preached being a better man off the field, and I think that stuck with me.
Very good friend of mine, Adrian Branch, who played for the University of Maryland, says he still tells kids to this day, pick a place where you're going to be happy 4 years if you blow your knee out. But now it's all about the money and the NIL and everything else. But, you learned at a young age how to use your hands. You're a very accomplished juggler.
Yeah, I am.
As I know, you can juggle up to 4 and maybe a few more things. And you've attributed over the course of your career that ability as a juggler has helped you as a wide receiver. A, can you still juggle to this day? B, a comment on that?
Yes, of course. That sport was my first real sport. I was on the juggling team performing for varsity high school games, and I still juggle to today. Especially with my little boys, they love it when I juggle. But like I said, it really taught me my eye-hand coordinations. So I used to do it warming up before games all the time. So
speaking of, you were the number 4 overall draft pick of the Houday Bengals, and you've been called one of the greatest wide receivers of your era. What other attributes allowed that to happen?
I think my foundation was set at a young age. The core values of hard work, perseverance, that my parents and my family taught me from a young age, and that's how I carried that out through my whole career. I always said, you put in the work, you live with the results. Sometimes the results don't result in the work that you put in, but you understand that you put the work in, so you live with the results. So for me, that's what my motto through my whole NFL career.
All right, so we close up with A.J. Green, the University of Georgia Cincinnati Bengal wide receiver. You're a steady in your personal life as you were on the field, as you and your wife, Miranda, just celebrated 11 years, correct me. Yeah. You've got 2 sons, but I've been impressed with what you've done off the field. You got it at a young age. You endowed 3 scholarships at Georgia back in 2015. You represented the children of Nicaragua in the My Cause, My Cleats campaign with the NFL. And then you donated money to the elementary teachers in Summerville. Is it mom that, mom and dad just raising you that allowed you to give back to your communities in such a way?
Yeah, of course. I think from a young age, watching my mom and dad work their whole life, and, made so much sacrifice just for me to live out my dream. And then that's all I know. Too much is earned, too much is given. So that's how I live. I always want to give back, help other people. God put me in a great position, so I always want to give back.
Well, I know my dad would be proud. I told you I do the Bridge Builder program in his honor, and it's about academics, it's about athletes, and it's about giving back to the community. Congratulations on your induction into the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame. As a Bama guy, give me a little bit on the Dogs, because guess what? Y'all woke us up there in the SEC championship game in Atlanta. My wife can attest. Yeah. We were getting barked at from the time we got off the MARTA till the time we got back at it. Guess what? Georgia's number 1 on our list again.
But the crazy thing, I went to the first Alabama game in Georgia this year, and we got our butts bumped. So I'm like, come on, please. I'm not even going to the SEC championship, because every game that I went to, every time I played Alabama, I never won. So I'm like, I'm not going to this. We're going to watch it from home, and then we actually played our best football then.
That's one of the loudest environments I have been in. But again, congratulations. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your evening.